Hello. We are ready for day 3 of our reading for Wonders Unit 1, Week 1. And we're going to be reading a different story today, a story called Wolf. So let me present my screen to you and let's get started. It's going to take me just a minute to get where I need to go. Almost there. Okay. See if I can show it to you. Okay, here we are. Our presentation for day 3 of our Wonders Unit 1, Week 1. Let's get started. Okay, we talked about this graphic organizer yesterday. We talked about character traits. Talked about Bruno. What he needed was a new home. How he felt was frustrated that he couldn't find one. His actions. He was walking slowly. He was growling and grumbling. And so he was just an unhappy bear. All right, today's story is called Wolf. So let's take a look at this one.
Genre, fantasy.
So we talked yesterday and the day before about what makes a story a fantasy. Remember, it's a kind of fiction, and it's going to have things in it that can't really happen. Like right here, I see a wolf wearing glasses and reading a book. I see a cow wearing glasses. I see a cow, a pig, and a wolf all sitting together and reading a book. I don't think that would happen in real life.
Essential question. What can stories teach you? Read about how stories help a wolf make new friends.
All right, so our question all week is, what can stories teach you? That was another thing we said about fantasy stories, was that they're going to teach you a lesson. So let's see what our lesson is in Wolf.
Wolf by Becky Bloom. Illustrated by Pascal Billet.
Be sure to follow along either on the screen or in your book if you have one.
After walking for many days, a wolf wandered into a quiet little town. He was tired and hungry, his feet ached, and he had only a little money that he kept for emergencies. Then he remembered. There's a farm outside this village, he thought. I'll find some food there. As he peered over the farm fence, he saw a pig, a duck, and a cow reading in the sun.
Okay, have you ever seen a pig, a duck, and a cow reading in the sun? I have not. Also pay attention to these yellow highlighted words. These are our weekly vocabulary words. Remember, on Friday there will be a quiz where you will need to know what each of these words means.
The wolf had never seen animals read before. I'm so hungry that my eyes are playing tricks on me, he said to himself. But he really was very hungry and didn't stop to think about it for long. The wolf stood up tall, took a deep breath, and leaped at the animals with a howl. Ow! Chickens and rabbits ran for their lives, but the duck, the pig, and the cow didn't budge. What is that awful noise? Complained the cow. I can't concentrate on my book.
Yeah, and there's concentrate, another vocabulary
Stop
word.
and check. Visualize. Which words help you visualize the wolf's actions?
Okay, so we've been talking about visualizing all week, where we kind of make a movie in our head while we're reading, things that we can see. So it says that the wolf stood up tall. So I imagined him standing up on his hind legs, taking a deep breath, and leaping at the animals with his ow howl.
"Just ignore it," said the duck. The wolf did not like to be ignored. "What's wrong with you?" growled the wolf. "Can't you see I'm a big and dangerous wolf?" "I'm sure you are," replied the pig, "but couldn't you be big and dangerous somewhere else? We're trying to read. This is a farm for educated animals. Now be a good wolf and go away," said the pig, giving him a push.
Whoa, I don't think I've ever heard of a pig standing up to a wolf. And don't forget, educated is a word that you need to know.
The wolf had never been treated like this before. "Educated animals! Educated animals!" the wolf repeated to himself. "This is something new. Well then, I'll learn how to read too." And off he went to school. The children found it strange to have a wolf in their class, but since he didn't try to eat anyone, they soon got used to him. The wolf was serious and hard-working, and after much effort, he learned to read and write. Soon he became the best in the class.
Have you ever seen a wolf at school? I think I might be scared if a wolf came and got into our classroom. But he went to school and he gave lots of effort, another vocabulary word, and learned how to read and write, just like you're learning to do.
Feeling quite satisfied, the wolf went back to the farm and jumped over the fence. "I'll show them," he thought. He opened his book and began to read. "Run, wolf, run! See, wolf, run!" "You've got a long way to go," said the duck, without even bothering to look up. And the pig, the duck, and the cow went on reading their own books, not the least impressed.
Okay, so satisfied is a word that we need to know, and the other animals do not seem impressed at all that Wolf has learned to read.
The wolf jumped back over the fence and ran straight to the public library. He studied long and hard, reading lots of dusty old books, and he practiced and practiced until he could read without stopping. "They'll be impressed with my reading now," he said to himself. The wolf walked up to the farm gate and knocked. He opened The Three Little Pigs and began to read. "Once upon a time there were 3 little pigs. One day their mother called them and told them—" "Stop that racket," interrupted the duck. "You have improved," remarked the pig, "but you still need to work on your style." The wolf tucked his tail between his legs and slunk away.
Okay, so now he can read very fast, but he's blending all his words together and not paying attention to any punctuation, which makes it very hard to understand what he is reading. So he's still got some work to do. Okay, stop and check.
Stop and check. Visualize. How did the wolf feel after he read the story aloud? Which words help you visualize what happens?
Okay, so what helped me visualize when it said the wolf tucked his tail between his legs and slunk away. So I think he felt embarrassed because he thought they were going to be impressed and they were not. So I saw him tucking his tail and slinking away in that movie in my head.
But the wolf wasn't about to give up. He counted the little money he had left, went to the bookshop, and bought a splendid new storybook, his first very own book. He was going to read it day and night, every letter and every line. He would read so well that the farm animals would admire him.
So he's trying to impress those animals.
"Ding dong," rang the wolf at the farm gate. He lay down on the grass, made himself comfortable, took out his new book, and began to read. He read with confidence and passion, and the pig, the cow, and the duck all listened and said not one word. Each time he finished a story, the pig, the duck, and the cow asked if he would please read them another. So the wolf read on, story after story. One minute he was Little Red Riding Hood, the next a genie emerging from a lamp, and then a swashbuckling pirate.
Okay, so I think they finally are impressed with his reading. He's become a very good reader, and they're enjoying listening to his stories. And I think he's enjoying it too because he can pretend that he is a character in the story. He can be Little Red Riding Hood. He can be the genie. He can be the swashbuckling pirate. So that's one of the most fun things about reading is putting yourself into the story.
This is so much fun, said the duck. He's a master, said the pig. Why don't you join us on our picnic today? Offered the cow. And so they all had a picnic. The pig, the duck, the cow, and the wolf. They lay in the tall grass and told stories all the afternoon long. We should all become storytellers, said the cow suddenly. We could travel around the world, added the duck. We can start tomorrow morning, said the pig. The wolf stretched in the grass. He was happy to have such wonderful friends.
Well, if I knew that a group of animals was coming to tell stories in my neighborhood, I would certainly be interested in going to see that.
Stop and check. Visualize. How do the animals and the wolf feel about each other? Which words help you visualize their actions?
Okay, so it says the wolf was happy to have such wonderful friends. And then we can look at the picture and see that they are all together and getting along well, and that they were all laying in the grass and telling stories together. So they all became friends. Okay, did you enjoy that story? I know I did. So we're going to be talking about this story for the next couple days. And if you'd like to go back and reread it, you may. But for today, this is the end of our reading lesson. And there'll be a couple of other short videos to help you with the worksheets that are also attached for today. So I will also attach those videos and you can look at those next. All right, have fun reading. Hope you like the story. Bye.